In this video, we played a league with the Pioneer deck Niv to Light. It was our second 5-0 of the season, so hope you enjoy the match. Purpose of this deck is to get to 5 mana, so you bridge the gap in the early turns with things like Ramp that makes extra mana, like Sylvan Caryatid and Gross Spiral, and then you have removal. You have 5 removal spells at 2 mana. Leyline Binding usually costs 1 or 2 mana. Kolaghan's Command, Extinction Event, and Selfless Glyphweaver are kind of sweepers. And then you have this card Niv Mizzet. For 5 mana, you get a 6/6 flying, which is already very good on rate. Plus, you get to draw a bunch of cards from your deck. Bring to Light lets you tutor up a creature, instant or sorcery, with the amount, based on the amount of different colors of mana you spent on it. You get to cast it for free. That's also pretty strong because you can tutor up Niv Mizzet for 5 mana. So you basically have 7 copies of Niv. Or you could tutor up something like Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, which doubles the enter the battlefield triggers of all of your cards and makes it so your opponent has no enter the battlefield triggers. It shuts off a lot of decks. Valki and Selfless Glyphweaver, which look like unassuming creatures on the front half, but are flip cards that have 2 halves to them. Selfless Glyphweaver and Valki both have an alternate side that you can cast with the Bring to Light effect, even though they cost more than 5 mana, because the front side costs less than 5 mana. So you can basically cheat the back half of these cards into play. The Selfless Glyphweaver is an insane sweeper that blows up everything except for one thing. Usually you pick your own thing, obviously. Tybalt is a 7 mana Planeswalker that is insanely overpowered and will often win the game if it can resolve and stick on the battlefield. Slaughter Games is great against the combo type decks or other 5-color decks. Stuff that relies on a specific card to win. Atraxa, Greasefang, Storm. Our own deck, honestly. You name Bring to Light against the Bring to Light, the 5-color mid-range decks. You can name Enigmatic Incarnations against those types of decks. Against Rona combo, you have it. You have a tool. You have a lot of tools for a whole bunch of stuff. Some other, like, bridging cards. Wandering Mind is like a mini Niv that lets you look at the top 6 and pick a non-creature to put in your hand. Omnath generates value and is an insane card. You can't pick this up with Niv, but it's so powerful that you play it, and you can make the different colors of mana, which is very nice. Not a lot of decks can play Omnath in this format because they don't play all these different colors. Extinction Event is another premium sweeper. Glissa is another bridge card that just generates value. All your ramp and your removal. And the lands are kind of a bunch of math that we did. In the sideboard, we have some sweepers for aggressive decks. We have Rest in Peace for any of the graveyard decks. I mean, these are all pretty obvious inclusions. Lavinia is for the Bring to Light Mirror. It's also for Storm. Thought Erasure can be used against combo, control, or any grind to your deck. Sometimes I bring it against mono green. Goldblank is for combo, control, and also for graveyard decks. So it kind of doubles down with Rest in Peace to add additional layer of graveyard heat. It's very good against like Phoenix, Greasefang, and Dovin's Veto, of course. Any blue deck, stuff that's trying to counter us like control. It's good against combos, decks, certain combo decks, not all of them, but some of them, and against the Bring to Light mirrors and stuff like that. And the Scarab God is another card you can bring in against Rakdos. We actually only sideboard 1 card against Rakdos because their deck's so good. We just take out Slaughter Games and bring in Scarab God. Scarab God's for all the grindy matchups. And we only have 3 cards for the aggressive matchups. We only have Clarions for the aggro because our deck's already very good against aggro. Our deck is a pile of removal, some value at the top end, and only a couple things we really want to take out. Like we want to keep our sweepers in, we want to keep our Omnaths in to gain us life, we want to keep all our removal spells in, and we want to keep our ramp in, we want to keep a couple copies of Niv in, we want to keep all our Bring to Lights in. So we basically bring in 3 Clarion. And why don't we just get started and we'll play some games. Out of all like the hands we've gotten in terms of mana, I'd say it's probably, we definitely got mana screwed a lot earlier in this. We lost our first game against Izzet Creativity to getting mana screwed a lot, but we probably get screwed slightly more often than more than too many lands. However, we do get too many lands sometimes. So I think it's at a good balance right now. I wouldn't want to go down to 26. Most people play 27 in the Niv list. And I think in most of the all the 5-color decks, most people are playing 27. Like 5-color Omnath to Light is also a deck without Niv, because you can play stuff like Fable and stuff when you're not restricted to the deck building limitations of Niv Mizzet. We'll keep this. Opponent could be playing a lot of different things. They could also be playing a Bring to Light deck. They could be playing Rakdos. They could be playing, actually, usually Rakdos will play Shoulder, they usually play Shoulder. They're not playing Giganta. They could be playing Gruul Aggro, actually, is usually what I see when I see Giganta. Against Gruul Aggro is pretty common here. Can they play Gruul? Then we know they're not an Embercleave. Yeah, Gruul Aggro plays Giganta. I guess you could play it in can you play it like Spirits? Darkslick Shores? It's not Rogues, is it? Rogues can't play that card. Darkslick Shores with Giganta in your deck. It means they're either playing red or green. They could be playing that combo deck. Haven't played Niv to Light in a while. It's interesting. Watching Reed play Creativity was wild. Dude, I played against a very offbeat Creativity deck. It was not that deck. I played against an Izzet Creativity deck where the deck was just like Fables and value and stuff, and then late game they would Creativity into Torrential Gearhulks, which is hilarious. And it was pretty good. I mean, opponent was doing things. They took my Wandering Mind out of all these options. I guess they probably don't have a lot of things for me to hit. Are they playing Rona combo? That's what I'm thinking they would be on here. I don't know what else they'd be playing. Sultai could be Atraxa and Neoform. And we're gonna play Mana Confluence and Sylvan Caryatid. They could be Neoform. Can Neoform play? Yeah, oh yeah, it's Neoform. Oh yeah, it's definitely Neoform. They do play Giganta. Neoform we actually have a pretty good record against. Surprisingly. It's not a great matchup, but we played Neoform twice in our league yesterday, 2 days ago, and we won both times, which is kind of crazy. Because unlike Greasefang, when they Neoform into an Atraxa, it doesn't always just win the game on the spot for them. Meanwhile, Greasefang getting Parhelion just kind of almost wins the game instantly. Yeah, they're playing Neoform. I'll be back in 10, gotta cleanse myself. Go cleanse yourself, dude. Did you stream tonight? Or you're just vibing? Pretty late for you too. It's probably, actually actually it's only 10:15 for you, right? I think you're Pacific time. I watched, yeah, but Reed, I actually, it's funny. I was watching I'll wait till you get back, but I was watching the, I don't want them to be able to recur a thing. I can just abrupt decay that. I don't want them to Thoughtseize or strategic plan. Let's just abrupt decay that. We'll play Zagoth. Pass. And we do have Leyline Binding available if we do need it, although I doubt it's going to matter, because they're just going to play Neoform after they play their guy. If we get Bring to Light or Slaughter Games, we can hit their Atraxas and just kind of win. That's another good thing about this deck. Their deck is actually, I think the Greasefang deck has better staying power if you Slaughter Games their Greasefangs, because all the vehicles still can be castable. But if you hit the Atraxa, that deck only has 8 Delve threats in it, and that's it. The other deck has Rafine's Tower, it has Liliana the Veil, it has 8 other vehicles it can play that are all very good and make other dudes, like Asika's Chariot's very strong, it at least has something. This deck feels like it has a lot less. 3 mana is very good for us, it means they are. Okay. I'm just gonna wait to Vanishing Verse that during my turn. Not even gonna bother with Leyline Binding. Black, white, Vanishing Verse. Go ahead. All right, now we have 5 mana, and this is the perfect amount of mana. We're gonna put Giganta in our hand if we don't draw a Niv or Bring to Light here. But I was watching that Pro Tour. I was watching it, and I was watching the quarterfinals, and it was Reed against someone else playing. I forget what his opponent was playing, but Reed was playing the Creativity deck. Opponent was just playing some other deck. And opponent won the first 2 games, like crushed Reed, and I left watching it because I was like, Reed was kind of like the person I was rooting for to win. I really wanted Reed to win, and once I saw him getting kind of destroyed, I was like, well, I guess I don't need to watch this anymore. Like, Reed needs to win all 3 of the next 3 games, which I don't think is going to happen. I stopped watching, and I didn't watch the rest of the event. And then I look at the article the next day, and it says Reed Duke won the whole thing, and I was like, holy cow, Reed Duke actually is the GOAT. It was pretty funny. This is kind of scary. I really need to get some action here. Atraxa here is gonna hose me. They surveil at my end step. They have to have this here. Planning. This is very scary. I need to either draw Niv here or Bring to Light, like right now. We need a clock. We just need some action. Omnath would also be good. Naturally drawing Valky would not do it. So that's 4. That's 9 really good draws. Even Glissa is okay. I would take a Glissa. No, we kind of really need Niv or Bring to Light pretty much. Those are our best draws here. So that's 7 amazing draws. Then Omnath would be fine too. Yeah, they can look at my hand. I imagine they're gonna take Giganta, because this is all just redundant removal and it doesn't matter. Yeah. There's no reason to take any of this stuff. It doesn't. Once they play Atraxa, they're gonna get to go crazy. And I can't interact with their Delve dude. There's already 2 Delve dudes in the graveyard. I mean, that kind of sucks. But I guess now Valky is a reasonable draw. This is kind of sad. Taking the Wandering Mind might have been a very OP take by my opponent, honestly. No shot they don't have a dude here. They put their Giganta into their hand. Oh my god. They still don't have a dude. We're inevitably going to draw something good. All right, let's cycle. This is where I'm talking about with the recyclable lands. Okay, we will play that one. This is so bad though. So we've gone through 15 cards of our deck. We've seen 0 of our 4 Bring Delights, 0 of our 3 Nivs, 0 of our 2 Omnats. We've not seen Valky, we've not seen Glissa, we've not seen Elesh Norn. Elesh Norn would actually also be an OP draw. I'm gonna just Extinction Event that, I think. We're just gonna Extinction Event on Odd. Odd. I have nothing to do. They know my 2 cards. Oh my god, what are they doing? They're hard casting Hoots Magoots. What is my opponent doing over there? How have they not beat me yet? I don't understand what they're doing. There we go, okay. Green, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. There's no way to cycle my lands in my deck, so we're just gonna play this. Gain some life. Might matter later. Just pass the turn. We have a Leyline Binding for their Atraxa. I don't know why my opponent's running their Del Threats into my removal. Thoughtseize my Leyline Binding. I mean, Elesh Norn's better than a land, but come on, give us. We've drawn a third of our deck. Give us a Niv or a Bring Delight, and we just auto win. We literally just auto win with Bring Delight. We get to exile their Atraxa, then cast their Atraxa, double trigger it. Like Bring Delight just wins. None of this matters. So that's actually a problem. They probably have Stub in their hand now. Niv gets around Stub. Stub is going to be an issue. Opponent is also down to 16 minutes. Unlikely to matter though. 1, 2, 3. Come on, please, brother. The hell's that? Why does my deck hate me? How have we drawn nothing? Why does my deck hate me so much? I'll keep making them use their time. Wandering Mind? Bro, this is gonna whiff, watch. This is gonna whiff. Even if it does, oh, I get two triggers, that's sick. Okay, cool. Wow. Growth Spiral, okay. Can I get a Bring Delight? It's not gonna matter, they're gonna counter it. Oh, God. I mean, I'm gonna play it, I guess, but why didn't they play Tassiger? I mean, they're gonna have the Stub for this, but whatever, we're gonna go for it, I guess. I don't have anything else to do. Then I'll Growth Spiral and try to get a... They can wait until I pick what I'm gonna get. I guess I could get a creature though. I guess I could get Niv, so maybe they have to counter it. I have one more draw with Growth Spiral to hit something. Get a Dreadbore or a Leyline Binding. This is sad times. This is so sad. Oh my god, they're gonna let us. Now do we just get Niv because it can't be countered? Niv can't be... Oh, I have a blocker already. I think I just get Niv. I think they messed up. I think they were trying to stub my... All right, let's get Niv. Oh my god, the timer might actually matter for this matchup somehow. I get to Niv twice. Let's go. Let's go, Bring Delight. Okay, let's Niv again. Take another Bring Delight. Okay, we can bring back Omnath. We'll just chump the Atraxa with Wandering Mind. We actually double block with Mind and Niv. They have Fatal Push. No, they don't have Fatal Push anymore. Oh my god, am I actually gonna come back from this? This is a source they can consider here. Have they used consider already? I like how their name is Violent Outburst. I think we just double block. It's an 8/8. Yeah, let's try. See what they do. If they play another Atraxa, it doesn't get to give them cards. They also only have 17 cards left in their deck. Oh my god, am I gonna get to kill this? Sweet. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're making something happen here. They're not gonna get to... Okay, that does nothing. It's just a 7/7. Green. Blue. Growth Spiral. Fabled Passage. We'll pass. Okay. Blue, black. Wait, that's what we were gonna search for anyways. They can counter this, but I can just get it back with Kolaghan's Command. And otherwise I'll Bring Delight for an answer. Now I will Bring to Light. Are my basics in the grid? No, let's get a land. Do you have another Stub? Hopefully not. Okay, Selfless Glyph Weaver is probably the pick here. Dreadbore also does it. Actually, Dreadbore is probably better. Let's get Dreadbore. Dreadbore that. Do they have another Stub? That'd be so sad. Okay, cool. Hiya. Nice. Oh my god. If we drew a Leyline Binding, that's probably our best draw. They have Tasker, Consider, Neoform in their hand. Unless they did use they might have actually used the Consider already. I think they have 1 Atraxa left, right? Usually the deck plays 3. They have 1, it won't get them any value. This is the most ridiculous game I've ever played against their deck, against really the most ridiculous Atraxa deck or game I've ever played, or against Atraxa Neoform. This is so obnoxious. Sure, they're gonna Neoform it. We have another Bring to Light. Oh, they're gonna use Tassiger. Choose a non-land and return it to his owner's hand. Let's just give him Hoots. You can have Hoots. Sure. Neoform. Okay. So they just have Hoots in their hand. Alright, why are they not playing Hoots? I don't understand what's going on over there. Alright, anyway, I do have an answer for that. I do have a sweeper left in my deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4 green. Hopefully I don't have another stub. Oh, or I can get Niv. I can also get Omnath and just gain some life. Omnath's pretty good. Niv is pretty good. Let's just get well, maybe just get Niv and block it. They have 13 cards left in their deck. Selfless Glyph Weaver. Kind of what I want to do here. Thinking Niv. I don't want them to Thoughtseize my K Command / Valky. Oh, they've used both their stubs. All right, let's get Selfless Glyph Weaver. Cast Deadly Vanity. I should have. Okay, they concede. Finally. Oh my god. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Unbelievable. Oh, all right, we're playing against... do we play Veto? I don't think so. That's not really for this matchup. All right, Glissa, K-Command, Spirals, Abrupt Decay. Niv is good, Elish Norn's good. Red Boar is acceptable. Did they put Gigantha in their hand? No, they didn't. Okay. I'm just going to play Niv here, probably. Play a land first so we don't have to pay life with Mana Confluence, right? We can double block. Nice. I'm just going to pass. Double block like we did last time. Rest in peace. Okay, so I know Verse, Bring to Light, Vanish. They know our entire hand. We know a good chunk of their hand. Their hand is this. Thoughtseize me? I don't even know what you would take here, but sure. I guess you take Bring to Light. Slaughter Game doesn't matter. You can't play your Omnath, so I don't gain more life. I can double block. Waiting. Okay. We're just gonna do our double block again. They also can't, sure, counter Slaughter Games. I'll put them on the top. So, yeah, they're holding up stub. 1, 2, 3. I'll hit you. We name Stubborn Denial. Stubborn Denial. 1, 2. Yeah, that's actually just better. Get all their stubs out of there. Maybe I just do it now because then they can't respond by, yeah. Actually also can't grow Spiral and also Verse. Fetch a green, use green with blue, growth spiral, then use this and yeah. So fetch green, green, blue, growth spiral, put in this, shock it in, and then hit this. No, I need a green. Oh, I don't want a growth spiral because I don't want them to draw a card. All right, I messed this up, but it's okay. But just kill that now. Yeah, I did throw that a little bit, but we did recognize before it was too late and we drew a card. We did mess up the lands there. Okay. Now we play Bring to Light. This is also reasonable. Giganta's also reasonable. Let's go Wandering Mind. I want to get a removal spell for that fairy. Nice. That's what we like to see, baby. Now we'll just pass. See if they try to make us draw cards here. Blue, red. Okay, now we'll go cast 2 to a creature. And then maybe I return Niv. I want to return Niv and shoot that. Yeah, they can draw 4 cards. That's not a big deal. We have a lot of mana though, and hitting our land drops has been super important in this game. As Smack was talking about before about questioning the amount of lands in our deck, having this many lands has been very nice. This is a very strong card. This is pretty tough to play against, but we're gonna have to figure out an answer for this soon, probably. So they decided to draw and then discard. I see. I can't attack it, but I can attack them. Maybe I try to deploy something first. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Bring to Light. White, blue. Let's try to Bring to Light. They could have counterspell, but let's go for it. We don't have that in our hand anymore. All right, I want to get Valky, I think. Go for Valky here. This is our one shot at Valky. We have no K command left in our deck, so we can't get it back. Again, they could counter, okay. Plus, now we're in the driver's seat. Now we're looking pretty good. Vanishing Verse is a very good card. We'll play, I don't see any reason not to play their Hive. And we will hold up Vanishing Verse. Oh God. We have 19 minutes, so let's just keep Wandering Mind up. We are at 8. Yeah, that's pretty tough for us. Might even just wind up chumping that. Let's see. Probably attacking me, right? Attack Tybalt? Sure. I'll let that go through. Probably just gonna wind up Growth Spiraling here. You can draw a card. I'm gonna be drawing 2 cards every turn. Once we get an Abrupt Decay, we can deal with Kaido. We don't have to worry about that for now. Just play Growth Spiral and keep on. Get the cards flowing here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just want to keep putting lands into play. Just keep getting mana. End step. Play this. They know about Sacred Foundry. I'm gonna start with Dreadbore. What is this? Leyline Binding from my deck, Dark Source from your deck. Let's attempt to Dreadbore this. Nice. Okay. Exile all graveyards. Add 3. They concede, thank God. I mean, I could have played it out, but it would have just been very obnoxious. That was very generous of them. They didn't have to do that. Go blank's very good because it exiles all the graveyards. I also think Rest in Peace is actually not unreasonable. Clarion seems fine. And I'm considering some Rest in Pieces, but it might not be good enough. Take out 1 Niv. Slaughter Games could go. Take out some Growth Spirals just because we have interaction. Elish Norn. Math is good. Maybe actually I want to take out Elish Norn. keep all the Nivs. The fact that Niv is flying is very nice. I don't know what I'm supposed to take out here. It could just be maybe a Wandering Line, but they have flying also. It can block some of their roads. I don't really want to take out a Niv. It's probably fine too. Maybe it is Glissa. Glissa's very good. All right, we will take out Glissa. I don't want to, but we will. Don't let me go. If we ever get Clarion off the top, it'll be very nice. Start with Woodland. Oh, now we start with Segoth Triumph. They have no 1-drops to play other than Thoughtseize, so I guess they might have Consider. Oh, they do have the Enforcer. I'm gonna go for Caryatid. I don't think they can counter that unless they have Gust. Mountain. Wow, Drowning Lock. Okay. Oh, this is a classic song. What is this song? This is Lost by Elenium. The song's great. I'm better off. And I don't think they have any sort of censor stuff, so I'm playing the land post Caryatid. Probably have Mystical Dispute. I should probably look up what they have in their deck. Let's take a peek. It's not my turn, is it? There's Watery Grave. They have Duress, Negate, Dispute. Okay. Can I play that? Can I block this? As long as the opponent is 8 or more, they can't mill me. Whenever Thief Guild or another rogue, if they have 3 rogues to flash in, I'm gonna block that. There's no shot they can mill me for another 5 cards. That's kind of sick. I guess there's no reason for them not to attack. Like, they might as well bait they have something. Just Drown Catacomb here. Just pass. That was a mistake. I would like to actually put Yorion in my hand. I mean, if they don't do enough, then eventually I'm going to... binding something, I don't know. I could just binding this. I'm gonna try and binding that. Sure. I don't get to mill. They would have otherwise milled me 4 cards. Don't need to let them fill my graveyard up. Just Gigantha here. Just go hard on Gigantha. Then we can also put Shock Hollowed Fountain. Or fetch for our planes. And binding that. See what they do. I mean, I don't know what they can do about this. Wow, they can make me sack it. That works, okay. I do have this fairy though, which is very nice for me. And they're also at 4 life, so they have to be worried about that also. Playing the Selfless Glyphweaver was super smart earlier on because it actually put a clock on them. So I'm pretty happy with how we played this, other than not getting the Planeswalker much earlier. Although they could have had the Children's Edict, so it might have actually been secretly brilliant to get Niv because of the Edict. That is a very strong Edict. So they're going to draw and then discard. They're drawing their second card, so I get to draw, which is super bad for them. And I win, they just concede, because I'm just going to draw more action. 2-0 against Dimir Rogues. That felt actually like a pretty good matchup. Okay, sure. Alright, so I'm gonna play Wandering Mind here. Red, Wandering Mind. Took my poor Omnath. That's a nice blocker for Thief Guild. Bring to Light is what we're gonna get here. No need to even think about that one. And the only counter spells they have in the main board are 2 Spell Pierce and 4 Drown in the Lock. Drown is not alive quite yet, although I'm sure it can be soon. Opponent, I think they've been hitting their land drops. Shock, sure. Good play, good play. They know all the cards in their hand. Oh, I'm blocking, that's an easy block. Easiest block of my entire life. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Why would you do that after blocks? So they could have Spell Pierce here. I think I still go for the Bring to Light. I think it's worth it. Yeah, they only have 2 in the main board, and the other card's not online right now, so I'm going to go for it. Black, white, red, blue, Bring to Light. I guess we're going to get Niv. Alright, they have Spell Pierce, it's fine. We have used Woodland, we still have Giganta, we have Valky. Have this. They can attack me for 1, that's fine. And now that other card's online, Drown in the Lock, which is kind of unfortunate. But okay. Abrupt Decay is nice. Let's put Valky in hand. They know we have Valky. Very lucky to have the Spell Pierce there. Very clutch Spell Pierce for them. We have more threats in our deck though. Game's Awakening. I'm just gonna block their dude. Sure. I can always Abrupt Decay it if they're no shop. They have dudes. They're just cheesing. Let's try and bait something out of their hand, perhaps. You know, no, Growth Spiral is better here. Green, blue, Growth Spiral. Now I can go for Valky, but Drown in the Lock actually doesn't hit Valky because they could have a Flash Rogue if they have this plus Drown, or if they have Spell Pierce. Oh, I do have Kolaghan's Command. So second Spell Pierce does it, or Thieves plus... Like, what are your pronouns? He, him. Aren't you playing chess? Because I don't want to today. I think I go for Valky. They have 3 cards. They would need a thing to mill me plus Drown. And I can even bring back Valky. Seems worth it. Let's go for it. That was the first time this stream. I'm getting better. Yeah, usually we do play a lot of... The next time we're going to do chess is Monday. I think this Sunday we're going to do Magic again, and we're going to do chess Monday probably. Right, they just concede. Yeah, that was worth it. I think that was worth jamming there. They needed to have a kind of an exact combination of cards, and if they had a creature they could flash in, they probably would have played it by that point. The question is, do we play Rest in Peace? And I think the answer is no. I think Go Blank is good enough. I'm not going to play Rest in Peace. All right, so, and again, we're going to take out Slaughter Games. I think we have to take out Glissa. We take out the 2 Growth Spirals. Although Norn is not terrible, it doesn't block any of their creatures. It does shut off the ATBs of a couple things. Shuts off it's kind of too late for that anyways. Most of their stuff doesn't have an ATB. I'm just gonna take that out. And I think Gliss is the last one, because I don't want to take a Glissa, but everything else in our deck is much better. There's an argument to play Rest in Peace, there's an argument to play Scarab God, but I think the cards in our deck are just better. I don't want to take out a Niv for, like, we don't want to be playing too many 5s and be too clunky. And I think Niv's just better than Scarab God. Scarab God's okay. It's not better than K-Command. K-Command can bring back my Planeswalker when they counter it, which is nice. That's like my best card in the matchup, probably, to grind. All the removal's very good. Go Blank is very good. Every 3-drop is a 2-for-1. Clarion is a multiple for 1. Cloakman's 2-for-1. Wandering Mind's a 2-for-1. Go Blank's a 2-for-1. 2.5-for-1. Sylva's Glyph Cleaver's a sweeper. It's all be a 2-for-1. I guess we'll keep this. Give a turn 2 Wayland Binding, I guess. Turn 1 Inzatha Triumph. Now you made me conscious of my nose, and now I keep touching it just because it's like, now I'm thinking about it. Now I can't help myself. Thanks a lot, Riot. Okay. Sorcery Speed Dude, that's good for me. Now I will play, I need another land type in play. Shock this in. And now we'll kill that. It's a good binding. They have no way to deal with binding in their deck. Another one. Just put Gigant in our hand. We don't have a red in play. It's fine. I'll play Sunfiddle Grove here. Or Woodland. I guess we just go for Extinction Event next turn. Just try to get them to counter our stuff, even if it's just a 1-for-1. If I just kill one creature with Event, that's fine. Or get a counter spell out of their hand. Either of those is a good outcome for me. Just want to drag the game as long as possible. This Kaido, that's pretty good. Discard a land probably. There's no Extinction Event there. Their dude, I guess. The Woodland Cemetery. Or Island. Play Island. I'm kind of just interested in killing their dude, honestly. I'm just gonna name Even. I could have also played Wandering Mind there, actually. You know what? That was a mistake. I think Wandering Mind was better. I'm gonna go Jego next turn, see if we can bait a counterspell. Yeah, I'm Nick, you're... Oh. Okay, well, sorry. I mean, I don't know why you would say that in someone's Twitch stream. That's kind of messed up. I see no reason not to just insta-ban you. It's kind of rude to just say that out of nowhere. Right, let's get a Niv in play, perhaps? Or Gigantha. This is a... No, you know what? Got a better idea. I got a better idea. We're gonna get our Planeswalker. Let's get Valky. More energy? Dude, it is 12:30. I have to not be loud. My roommates are sleeping. I'm gonna take it easy today. This is not a high energy stream. I'm just chilling and playing some Magic, my guy. I don't appreciate you coming in here and telling me what energy I need to have in my own stream. I can do whatever I'd like, but thanks for your input. I'm gonna not take that advice at all. No disrespect. Nighthawk Scavenger. You know, you need some rest days, alright? You can't always be high energy all the time. If I was, I'd probably go insane. Oh, that's plus Tybalt. They just played the same creature? I could like Wandering plus Nighthawk. That's easy peasy. We could just cast this. Black, color, and then we have this, and then Wandering Mind. That seems pretty good to me. Let's start with this. I'm gonna time you out. I don't know why you're bringing this kind of energy into today's stream, but I don't really appreciate these kind of negative vibes, coach. That's kind of an L. Take it easy, dude. Tybalt is any color, my broski. Oh, you're right, Jingo. You were absolutely right. I completely didn't even think about that. Oh, we also have Brindle. I mean, we have so many options here. Like, we can do... The opponent should just concede. I mean, I'll play us out, but... I don't know what they're possibly going to do at this point. So let's go 1, 2... You're right. I always forget about that. So we're the Wandering Mind. We'll just have 2 blockers for their Nighthawk Scavenger. Clarion's pretty good. Dreadbore's pretty good. These are all good options. We'll take Clarion, I guess. Like, if I just go blue, just out of curiosity, let's go blue-white here. I can just cast this. This is great. This deck is so much fun. I'm having a great time. This is awesome. Oh my god. So we just played their card. which can block their Nighthawk. Even if they kill it, I can just chump with the Wandering Mind. Tibalt drew us 4 cards, so even if they somehow were able to deal with it, it did its job. We can get it back later on, but sure. Yeah, they have to have another removal spell for Wandering Mind, otherwise I can chump. Yeah, I'll just chump that. We just plus Tibalt. Can we get a removal spell for their Nighthawk? Niv is also pretty good. Niv will draw us into removal. I'd kind of rather, you know, I'd rather Clarion hold up counter magic. I kind of just want to never lose my Tibalt ever. If you scroll down, if you're in Niv to Light on Pioneer, here's me, Daru. In this sideboard I was playing an extra Rest in Peace and I was playing Kembal. Here we decided to chop those and we're playing 1 less Rest in Peace. We're not playing Kembal, we're playing 2 Go Blank. And Go Blank has kind of been an all-star. Hey, looking at it in Pioneer, is Creativity the most consistent combo deck? If you're looking for a consistent combo deck, the most consistent and best one technically is Lotus Field. That's one I would consider. Creativity deck is very good. They're good against different things and they're different types of decks. They do different things and they have different strengths and weaknesses. What's great about Pioneer right now, there's actually lots of good combo decks. There's also Neoform, Greasefang. There's also Runa is the new combo deck. We don't have red. We don't have blue. I think this is a mulligan. We're on the draw. We have mana for Abrupt Decay and Bring to Light. We can't cast either of these. I think this is a mulligan. Let's try again. Better. We'll put a Fabled Passage back. I'm interested maybe in Fabled Passage for a... If I Fabled Passage for a basic forest on turn 1, then I can play a Sylvan Keratin on turn 2 if we draw it, which then we can't play Abrupt Decay on turn 2. We can't play Abrupt Decay on turn 2 anyways. I feel like we just Fabled Passage for a basic here. Because then if we top deck Caryatid, we can actually play it. And there are 4 draws for Caryatid, which is like a 10% chance to draw it, honestly. Like a pretty significant chance to draw it. Or maybe a little less, probably like an 8. We have like an 8% chance to top deck Caryatid. This gives us 0% chance to top deck something like that. All these come in tapped next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that line. I'm gonna get a green here. I don't know if it's correct, but I think it's like the highest upside play. It's a little weird, but I think it'll be fine. And then turn 2 we can have Rafine. We can play Rafines, and turn 3 we can hold up Abrupt Decay. Maybe, I don't know. What is our opponent doing over there? The hell's Naya? So that's the answer to your question. What the hell? Gain 2, draw 2, lose 2. It's 2 damage to a creature. You create a 2/2. Okay, that's a cool card. This costs 7 to activate. Gain 2, draw 2. Oh, so you drain for 2, then you draw 2. Deal 2 to a creature and make it bear. It's pretty cool. Whatever they're doing over there looks pretty sweet. This could be a longer-ish game, so we'll try to play a little quickly. They're definitely playing a grindy deck. Okay, we'll go Rafine's Tower here. Yep, okay. So we did not draw the... It's okay. We gave ourselves the option to draw Caryatid to be able to play it on turn 2. So I'm happy with that. They can sack Gloom for a 4. They can sack Gloom for another Enigmatic Incarnation, which is probably what they should do. I don't think... Oh, they have like... I mean, they have stuff like... Archon was one I was actually thinking of. Archon of Sun's Grace. They have Heliod Archon. They have Omnath. I'm not really too scared of any of those. Yeah, Archon's okay. I can sweep it up. Heliod enters, return an enchantment. It isn't a god for you, read it to your hand. That's pretty good, actually. Heliod's very good. Heliod's a nice pickup for that deck. Omnath's pretty good, but it's not like anything I'm too afraid of. And Valky, unfortunately, again, is not going to be good enough because... Deputy Detention. Why am I not? I need to F6 here. I thought I F6'd. I literally pushed F6. I don't know why it's not. Stack abilities. Yeah, don't stack abilities automatically. I need to... What is this symbol? Okay. I can actually stack... I'm not playing Amulet Titan. I can stack abilities automatically. I think they can only tutor for creatures. Yeah, they can just tutor for creatures. But Heliod is a creature. Heliod Radiant Dawn. They can tutor Omnath, Heliod, or Archon. That's usually what they play. some combination of those. But like I said, I'm not really too scared of any of those. This is fine. Just hit me for 2. I need to play faster because this will drag on this match, and I need all the time I can get later in this set for games 2 and 3. I want to always be up on time because that's the one advantage I'll probably have. They have a lot of game actions during their turns, so I want to be up at least a minute. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can Abrupt Decay the Chain to the Rock instant. I think I'm gonna play Wandering Mind. We get like try to hit a Bring to Light. Leyline Binding's very good. Do I have all the land types? I don't. I need red. I can get red. Green. Yeah, I need red. So we have enough mana for Binding plus. I'm gonna attack them. Wait, why didn't it let me attack? Oh, because I just played the Wandering Mind. I don't really want to play LP. I just want to hold up a bunch of stuff. I can hold up K Command and Vanishing Verse and Growth Spiral and just do all that, and then just blow up Leyline Binding. I think I just do that. I think I'm just gonna hold a bunch of stuff. You can Valky, take Yorion, Bring to Light. I can't take their Yorion with Valky. Yorion's in their hand. Their artifact or creature. Bring to Light for slaughter. That's the other option, is Bring to Light slaughter for to slaughter Yorion. The creature side. Oh, you're right. We could take it with Valky. That's kind of an interesting idea. We could just, but is that worth it? I kind of want to play it as Tibalt, don't I? All right, so I gotta make a decision here because I need time. Let's start with Growth Spiral. I think I just want to, I don't think I want to play Valky. I just want to hold up Vanishing Verse for their Leyline Binding when they blink it. Yeah, I guess we could take their Yorion. I don't really want to. Like, they could just, I mean, they could have lots of stuff. Nah, you guys are probably right. I probably should just take Yorion. If they deal with Valky, you have K Command, bring it back. That's true. All right, you know what? You're right. Actually, you guys are correct. You guys are correct. It's better to play Valky. Thanks, guys. No, you guys are right. Thank you for your suggestions. You guys are correct. Oh my God, Kenrith. Okay. Yeah, we definitely take Yorion still, though. Just use our mana efficiently. We have Vanishing Verse. Oh, no, you know what? We should save Dreadbore for Kenrith. I'm good. So this stays exiled until... I'm still contemplating whether just playing Valky was better. That might honestly have been the case. This is only creatures, right? It's only creatures, not planeswalkers. Okay. So I think I'm going to shoot their Moonblessed and bring back my guy. We saw Leyline Binding in their hand. Oh no, Leyline Binding's from before. We saw Yorion, Kenrith. Okay. Turn a creature, shoot something for 2. Turn Valky, shoot Moonblessed Cleric. Okay. This is tough. I really do want to play Valky. Maybe this is now an opportunity to do that. I can't block because it has Menace. Yeah, this might be my opportunity. Untapped land would be sick here. Like, untap of any color would be sick, because then we can hold up Vanishing Verse. Or we can Dreadbore the Gloomshrieker. Is this if it were to die, exile it? Okay. What are they doing? They have one unknown. And again, we'd actually have to play a lot quicker. I'm playing way too slow. So let's, I'm just gonna go right for Valky this turn. I spent a lot of time last turn thinking about what we wanted to do, and let's just go Valky. I think this is fine. I mean, then they blink Leyline Binding, they put it on, yeah, you know, this is fine. Because they're gonna Leyline Binding Valky. If I get it back, it comes back as a creature. Yeah, I think that's what we gotta do. I mean, what else am I doing here? You can verse the Binding, get Valky, take their Kenrith. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got Slaughter Games, and I got, oh, okay. Dreadbore that, they get one less thing off of Yorion now. Slaughter Games is really nice, so now we can actually take either Yorion or Kenrith out of their hand, or we can just name Enigmatic. But I think we just take, and now if they blink their Binding, they can either get back their Enigmatic or they can kill Tibalt. They can't do both, and if they want to blink their Binding, they have to give us a Niv, which gives us more value. So I think this is actually a reasonable play. I don't know if it's the best play, but I don't think it's terrible. We played Swamp. We have Slaughter Games available to us. Damn, this is really hard. These long games like this have so many decision points, and I feel like I'm playing okay, but I feel like there's probably opportunities for me to play even better. I wonder if there's something better for us to have brought to light earlier. Bring to light can get us on math. That's very good for them. That probably was one of their better draws. Leyline Binding, Leyline Binding. I wonder if they steal Tybalt. They have Agent of Treachery in there. They probably can steal Tybalt. And I have to pop it or something. Then I have to Selfless Glyph Weaver possibly. It's rough. Yeah, they're gonna probably sack Leyline Binding and okay, so they can blink. Nihilius draws them one card. Oath doesn't do anything. Path gives them a land. So they get to draw 2 and they can blink a Binding if they want. But either Binding they blink might not be very good for them. If they blink this Binding, it's a Binding, they're Enigmatic. They blink this Binding, get Niv back. Okay, so they're not gonna blink the Bindings. Go to their end step. Sure. You know they have Kenrith in their hand. We were one land away from dying. Kenrith plus haste plus +1/+1 counter. Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that line. You're at 6. You're pretty dangerously low. What did they sack? They sacked a 3-drop? Or a 2-drop? Oh, I guess they're gonna Deputy Detention the Tybalt. Well, now I can Slaughter Games their thing and I can actually instant speed get Niv back with Vanishing Verse, so should be alright here. I don't even know what they know in their hand anymore, so I'm just gonna dismiss all the stuff they've seen. And there's a lot going on here. Did they give me Niv? Oh, they did give me Niv. Oh. Are they gonna agent my Tybalt? Sure. I mean, I'm just gonna Vanishing Verse. Keep my Niv, attack them. Black, black, black. We need triple black. Cast Deadly Vanity. Choose this. Destroy the rest. They can actually cast the Jude and give it haste, right? So I cannot attack them. Did we get 0? We got literally 0 cards off our Niv. That's so sad. They can exile another Leyline. They get like Titan of Industry. But that I can deal with. Also, we're way up on time, which is very, very good. The fact that they have less than 12 minutes for the next 2 games is so critical. And we're on the play for game 2, so we're at quite a bit of an advantage. And we have lots of good cards for this matchup in our sideboard, and they're playing 80 cards, so their deck's less consistent than us. I feel pretty confident post sideboard. This is a tough matchup, but their control plan is probably a little better than ours. Slaughter Games will be nice. If they don't play Kenrith, they get to Slaughter Games Kenrith. And even if they do play Kenrith, they get to Slaughter Games the rest of their Enigmatics, I guess. So they can put a counter on it and give it haste. Also, Slaughter Games are Leyline Bindings. I think it's probably worth hitting Enigmatics, though. We can bring to light. How do I deal with this permanent? I just don't have any tutorable way to deal with Enigmatic. Goblin Shaman token. What if I played a 1 of in the sideboard that likes like blow up all enchantments or something like that? For decks like this, or specifically this deck. There's one person who plays this in my local area, I'm pretty sure. Probably not worth it. Destroying all enchantments is a pretty powerful effect. Probably not worth it though just for this deck. Alright. We're at 6. They deputy my dude. I can Vanishing Verse Kenrith. We can bring to light another Niv. Black. Need white. I definitely should have played the Jetmir's last turn. Oh, we also have Extinction Event on odds. Yeah, I should have not. I should have used. Okay, it's fine. I'm just playing quick though. Oh, Elish Norn's also very good here too. Cast for odds. That's pretty good. We get our Niv back. We get to use it again. Bring to Light is very good here. Glissa is very good. Green, black, green. Glissa actually does destroy enchantments, so that's relevant. Pass. We're in the driver's seat again, somehow. I mean, they still have Enigmatic, but... Do we have a Niv left in our deck? They have 2 Leyline Bindings left. They have 3 Enigmatics left. But we still have both of our Nivs left. We've been recycling the same Niv. And we're crushing on time. We're at 13 minutes. Opponent's down to 9.5. This is very good for us. Mom. I can Vanishing Verse Mom. That's not a big deal. Now, can we finally start attacking? I wonder what they're going to tutor up here. I just don't have any answers for Enigmatic. What's it called? Mind Rot card's going to be very good here. Go Blank's going to be very good in this matchup. And so is Thought Erasure. Got some goodies for this matchup. Scarab God. Just play a very grindy game plan. I love that deck so much. My opponent's deck is so much fun to play. I play it in Explorer, it's so good. And they took Tybalt. Didn't they get a Tybalt emblem since it never left the battlefield? I think you have to... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gigantha. I'm gonna Leyline Binding their Enigmatic at the end of their turn, I guess. I can't both Leyline Binding against Slaughter Games, unfortunately. I could be attacking with Glissa here. Actually, probably should be attacking with Glissa. This deals 2 damage to a creature. I'm gonna yield until second main phase their turn. They just go right to second main, okay. I might even let them because it makes them spend more time, honestly. I'm just gonna let them Enigmatic. They just didn't even want to because just too much time. Now I'm gonna look at their deck. Let's look at their deck before we finish. Yeah, just standard stuff. Skyclave, Heliod. Okay. I don't really care about any of the rest of that stuff. Play Wandering Mind. Leyline Binding. I got double Leyline Binding now. Is this whenever a cast or whenever an enchantment enters? Okay. Go to combat. Binding. Binding. Get enigmatic. 1, 2, 3. Good. Go ahead, opponent. 5 seconds on your clock. Alright, GG's. I think we would have been fine that game anyways. 2-1 against Enigmatic Fires. 4-0 in this league. Holy. Can we play for the 5-0? Last game. Let's do it. It is 1:30 a.m. I have to go to bed after this. Also, I'm only missing 1 card left from this deck on paper. I have 1 Leyline Binding coming in the mail. I have the entire deck here, which is pretty sweet. Alright, let's get a... won the die roll I would like to play first. It's a big advantage. This is a very weird hand, but I'll take it. Keep that. We have interaction and Bring to Light. It's a good hand against Thoughtseize. Raffine's probably the best. Gives us the option to play Leyline Binding turn 2 if we draw exactly a white/green land. Red. Okay, we're playing against aggro. That does let me... What does this do when you cast your next creature? Is it worth shocking to shoot this? Probably, because that +1 counter will do... I mean, it's definitely worth shocking. It might not be worth killing. Yeah, I'm going to shock. The question is, do we hit this or do we hit the thing it puts the counter on? We probably just hit this. Because this is also going to generate a 2-2. Yeah, we'll just Binding that. And we have Binding for next turn also. And then Bring to Light on turn 5 will probably be like a Sweeper or an Omnath. That way Combining... can wait until their turn probably. See if they want to shock themselves. I don't really care about Eidolon. Get that double Binding special. I knew this hand would be good. We need to get red from our deck. Get the Fabled Passage. I'm just gonna put Giganta in hand. We're looking like we're in good shape for this game, honestly. We can get a sweeper. We have a white already in play. This is the Sultai colors, and then plus white, plus red. So we'll probably Bring to Light for Extinction. No, to Bring to Light to Extinction only hits... I guess we might have to... Let's see what they play here. Alright, we can definitely get Extinction now and just hit evens. I think Extinction Event's good. Oh, Mana Confluence, because then so if we play Mana Confluence now, go to 11, sweep these 3 tokens up. Then next turn we can Bring to Light for Omnath. And start gaining some... Yeah. Black, blue, green. Because we want to be able to Fabled with Omnath next turn. Right, this is pretty nice. It's looking good for us so far. Extinction Event here. Cast on evens. Next turn we get Omnath plus Niv or Omnath plus Giganta. Actually, maybe better. I think Omnath plus Giganta is better. Den of the Bugbear. Opponent getting Desperate. Yield until next end step. So that is a good amount of damage. We're going to gain 4 back during our turn, which I'm feeling pretty good about. Black, blue, green, white, red. Okay, so we're going to get Omnath, Locus of Mana, Great Magic card, draw a card, Fabled Passage, trigger, fetch a Swamp, trigger. We actually didn't need to fetch Swamp. I'm playing Giganta here. I should have fetched a red or a white sword. That was a little bit of a mistake. It shouldn't matter, but technically it was a bit of a whiff skis there. Because I thought I was going to go for Niv, but we definitely wanted either a white or a red. Probably a red, actually. We can get red with this Fabled Passage, though, because next turn we might do the same exact thing. We'll see what we draw with Niv. And this should seal the deal here. They have 3 cards in hand. Even if they activate Den and make another creature, we can block the 2 bigger things. Hey, thanks, I need more coffee for the follow. Maybe I need more coffee too. It is a little late. I could go for some coffee, perhaps. Not really, though. I'm not staying up any later. I like your username, though. So we don't want to lose our Omnath, so we want to play really cautiously with it. So this is going to block that. I think it's just going to block a 1-1. We can always, yeah, just block a 1-1. Might not even be worth blocking with the 1-1. They could have a, I don't know, play with 5. Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm good on, sure, that's fine. So now we start with Niv. No, we go Omnath. Yeah, we do Omnath stuff. Get a red. Black, Niv. Always yield. Oh, Growth Spiral, nice. We probably save that for next, okay, never mind. They just concede. All right, Flareon, that's the only card we care about here. Take out 1 Niv. Hellish Norn. Let's look at what mono red plays. I'm feeling pretty good. We won the first game. They don't really have ETBs. They've Goblin Chain Whirler. I don't care about that. Post board, they have Rending Volley. Damping Sphere doesn't do anything really. Obliterating Bolt. It's pretty good. It's Omnath. They're never going to play Rending Volley and Obliterating Bolt. They could play Roiling Vortex. Chandra TOD. Okay. Glissa seems nice. K-Command seems okay. Slaughter Games is bad. I think Mom is bad. I think that's what we want to do. It's a 2-mana 2/2. It can block stuff. I mean, it's better maybe than... It's not better than anything else in our deck. I mean, this is our board. They got Mom, Niv, and Slaughter Games to take out some top end and play some... It's a nice hand. Are you happy with this? I mean, it's going to be tough for us to beat their fastest possible hand, but even if we don't, we have another game after this. Their nut draws are very good. Red has some good draws if they get a lot of 1-mana creatures, and Eidolon would be a lot better against this hand. So turn 2, probably Caryatid is good. Pro white. Sure. This doesn't let me play Omnath, so I'm kind of reluctant, but it also doesn't let me play Leyline Binding for cheaper. I think it's worth playing the Swamp, actually. I'm going to say it's worth it. We got to play our dude. Question is, do we block Soul Scar? We have to see what they do. Not having Eidolon is very good for me. It's probably better than Eidolon. No. I block. I think we do block. If they want to play 2 spells from their hand to bump this guy twice, I think that's actually worth it for me. Nice. Yeah, they want to just deploy more creatures. Clarion would have been really nice. So we can play Rootbound plus Swamp, play Sylvan, hold up 2 mana for Leyline Binding to Leyline Binding something. Caryatid. Let me just hold up Binding. We're looking like we're in good shape so far. I think again we're just going to block both their things. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna Leyline Binding one of their Soulscar mages. Cool. Okay, Omnath is now the play. And then it's probably gonna die to like a roast. I think I play Fabled Passage and then play Omnath, and then I can respond if they try to shoot Omnath by fetching and getting a land. It's probably better. Play this, yeah. It's kind of unfortunate we can't use a swamp to play Omnath. But if we play this before Omnath and play it, if they try to kill it, we can also just wait a little longer. Like play Zagoth, put Jegantha in hand and Binding. But I think we need to draw into something to deal with this thing soon. It's pro white. I guess Jegantha can block it. Putting Jegantha into hand isn't so bad. I think I'm gonna go with the Omnath plan here. That doesn't let me Leyline Binding, but I don't think we need to Leyline Binding. Red Omnath? Okay. I'll just pass. If they want to kill my Omnath, I'll respond by fetching, getting a blue source. Cool. And if they don't do anything, I'll just block the Soulscar Mage. Okay, now I will fetch a blue source, gain some life. I think that was worth it. We're gonna go down to 12 again. Got a card out of their hand and drew a card. I like Jegantha here. We have all colors in play, so Binding only costs 1. I wonder if we keep, probably not. I think it's worth playing this. Pass, hold up, we're gonna block something if they play a Hasty Prowess guy. And then we can grow Spiral, put a land in, we can Leyline Binding something. We're doing okay here, we're playing very cautiously. You're gonna probably have to Leyline Binding that. Lightning Strike, they cannot play that. Blue, green, grow Spiral. White, Leyline Binding the Chandra. Okay, cool. We can play Valki and exile their creature. Let's play Valki Plus. Valki Plus seems pretty good. Jegantha can block this, which is kind of nice. I actually like Jegantha better, and then Valki next turn. Let's go Jego. Because they have Denel, so I think they can maybe even do some shenanigans here. So Jegantha is just a nice blocker to have access to. It's an intriguing card. And I can Abrupt Decay this still. They can't attack. Now we get to play Valki. Black, red, or Tybalt, I mean. And this should put us in the driver's seat. They might be out of the box here. Sorry guys, I had to time them out earlier for their negative attitude. I tried to give them another chance, but everyone from Joey's stream is just so toxic. That guy, he just so many toxic people in his stream. It's funny. Lands, sure. Are they gonna sack our Ramanep runes? Smart. Shoot me for 2. Omnath's pretty good for us. Clarion's also pretty good for us. Omnath or Clarion is very good. Bring to Light gets Omnath. Let's exile something good here. Selfless Glyph Weaver's okay. Start with Flare or Planeswalker. If it's red, you may cast it this turn. I can use mana of any color for Valky cards. Next on the top card, if it's red, you may... Should I use the plus here? Clarion won't remove the 3/1. No, but it will give my Giganta lifelink, which is very critical. I more so care about the lifelink, honestly. You are correct. It will kill the Soul Scroll, but it'll gain us 5 life, which is actually super important. So we're basically dead to Ramanap plus a top deck Lightning Strike, which is very bad. I think I actually have to risk it and do this. Let's do this. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a Niv or something. South Woodland Cemetery, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna play Glyphweaver as a creature, just so we have another blocker. Because they have 2 damage on board, and they have Dem. I'm gonna just play another blocker, I think. Yeah, I'm done. We really need some way to gain life here. That's how we're gonna die, is we're gonna die to damage. There, yeah, now this is just means, I mean, double play with fire kills us. Wonder if they kept all of them in. Can you stack any land with Ramanap? No, it's just a desert, right? Yeah, they have it. Like I said, guys, they had it. Oh, we didn't draw. Yeah, very nicely done by just 1 draw step. Very nicely done by opponent there. That's what they were sandbagging. They got it. I couldn't gain life. Yeah, Clarion. We needed Clarion or Omnath or Bring to Light. I think we keep everything the same. I'm pretty happy with it. This is a reasonable hand. This is a pretty nice hand. This is a hand that can win these types of games. This is the type of hand that can win. We're gonna fetch either a blue or a white, probably a blue with Fabled Passage. All right, so Mountain. This is the start we need. We are gonna block. Wandering Mind's a nice turn 3 play. And if they like want to double play with Fire Me, I think that's fine. There's Soul Scar Mage. We could play an untap wouldn't let us play Wandering and hold up the Defender. Okay, so we'll just tap out and play Wandering Mind, that's fine. Bring to Light can exile all odds. Or get Omnath. Let's pick another Bring to Light. Clarion's very nice. Oh, I almost F6 there. They land. Oh, I thought for a second. Oh my god, I almost just threw this entire game. I mean, maybe we still could have got there, but we do definitely have an above average hand. Take it easy. We have 13 minutes. Take it slow. Take it slow and get the 5-0. That's what they say, right? Take it slow and get the 5-0. We're definitely blocking here. We could not block and then get lifelink on the Wandering Mind, but I think blocking's fine. Stomp my dude, probably. Could have done this main phase, but they're getting fancy here. I have some interest in just playing Niv here. And then Clarion to give lifelink to the Niv. Ooh, like there's no way they can kill me next turn. We're still at a healthy 16 here. Bring to Light. We just got max value off Niv. We literally just drew 5. That's the most you can draw, I think. I mean, maybe post Sideboard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna ditch Wandering Mind, and we probably ditch K Command. That's too funny. They put a bunch of -1 counters on it. Okay, we'll ditch Wandering Mind, K Command. That's crazy. Oh my god, dude. Chandra? Sure. So I can't block. I can, sure. I can still Clarion and just Abrupt Decay this. So I think the play is Abrupt Decay this, Clarion. You have 1 card in hand. Kill that. Deals 3 damage to each creature and creatures you control get lifelink. And then I can Bring to Light or something, or I can play like Caryatid plus Glissa. We have to be careful still. Let's get a blue. Actually, green lets me double down here. Play Caryatid plus Glissa. Sun Petal's nice. I wonder if we Bring to Light for Omnath. That might actually be even better. Or Caryatid Glissa. Hold the land in hand. Caryatid Glissa plays around. Exactly. I mean, I'm gonna get got by that no matter what. But I think I'm actually gonna go for the Caryatid Glissa, and I'm gonna not play my land. We're gonna do this. Lightning Strike can deal with my Glissa. Our Glissa is a little fragile, but that's the only card they can have that deals with it. And I might even just chump with the Caryatid. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna play another. Oh wow, they do have Lightning Strike. That's scary. Yeah, I'm gonna sack this to gain 4 life. I could have, maybe I should have blocked the Swift Spear there. Black, blue. We need to not get Rending Volleyed here. They have to have Rending Volley. Oh, I could just get Extinction Event on Odd. Actually, that's probably safer. I think I'm gonna Event on Odds here. Yeah, I like that play. Let's go Extinction on Odd. This is tough. We could have played this in a lot of different ways. We're gonna go odds. I'm gonna keep the land in hand still. I'm so like nervous. Okay, this is good for me. Sozakin. This is actually so good. Now we get to get Omnath. Oh my god. Unless they have a land. They have to have Rending Volley in their hand. Black, blue. You only need 4 colors. This is very clutch. Okay, just pick the right card. Omnath. Cast. Okay. See if we got a tap land we want to play. Yes, I'll play that land. Very nice. Okay, that was much needed. We're hanging on by a razor's thin edge here. I guess we do block. They could have Lightning Strike, but I can always get another Omnath, right? Yeah, you know what? If they have Lightning Strike, we're gonna make them use it on my Omnath. That's fine. I can get another Omnath here. Oh my god, that's a great draw. Omnath plus Leyline Binding on the Bone Crusher Giant. That's only spells, right? Yeah, blue. Yeah, we're getting another Omnath for sure. Cast Omnath. Okay. Draw me a card, thank you. We could also actually just Vanishing Verse this or Dreadbore it. Yeah, I'm gonna Leyline Binding it. They didn't draw the best lands. Like, they didn't draw a Den, which is good for me, or Ramanap. The opponent can still definitely win this. We need to draw some action. I'm gonna play my 2/3. We made the 5-0 happen. Oh my god. All right, well, that was another 5-0. That's insane. We have so many chests. Oh, that gave us 11 chests. I'm really happy with this list that we kind of look at that, the little live banner's working. I'm really happy with the list that we put together for this our first regional qualifiers not this weekend, but next weekend. So I just got to make sure I can get there and play. I need my last card for my deck. I'm missing 1 Leyline Binding on paper, but I'm going to be playing this deck. I'll be obviously letting you guys know how I do in Discord probably at that event, and we'll have more practice sessions before that, but I'm feeling very, very confident. This might be the most confident I felt with a Pioneer deck in years. The list feels great. It's not a tier 1 deck, which is kind of what I like. You know, I actually am happy with the fact that it's not like the top deck and people aren't trying to hate on it or make it worse, because there's definitely cards you could play to hate on this type of style of deck. I think it has a really good matchup against mid-range. I really like the Rakdos matchup a lot. It also just has a pretty decent matchup against aggro decks. You can see actually most of our cards are not meant for mid-range or aggro. They're more designed for control, combo, and ramp, because those are the types of decks that we have a little bit of a harder time with. Overall, we just outgrind a lot of decks. There's not a lot of control-ier decks that can grind harder than we can. There are some, but there are also a lot that can't. I felt pretty comfortable with this list. It feels like we have good matchups against like the mono-white, mono-red decks, good matchups against rogues, decent matchup against Rakdos, good matchup against, I think mono-green is kind of 50-50. We seem to be doing okay against the Atraxa decks, which is nice. You know, the matchups where we struggle are going to be things like Greasefang a little bit, maybe even blue-white control, although we haven't played against blue-white control. I don't know how the blue-white matchup is. I have to imagine it's probably not great, but I haven't played against it in a long time. I remember it used to being a little bit tough, but I'm not entirely sure. I just think the fact they have so much counter magic and they can just save it for our big things is kind of tough for us, but we have a lot of good sideboard technology for that matchup, and we'll have to hopefully get a game in against it. There's a couple flexible things that can change. You know, we don't necessarily need Glissa Sunslayer, we don't need all these Clarions, but I think they're just good enough where I don't know what else I would want instead of those types of things. Wandering Mind's been good, Omnath's been good, Dreadbore has been good. Like all the one-ofs of the Valky, Glyphweaver, Slaughter games. I'm just always happy to have Slaughter games in the main board. Go Blank has been a nice new inclusion in the sideboard. Thought Erasure has been good. Dovin's Beto has been good. Lavinia, all these cards have been very, very solid. Lavinia has been good against Storm. I haven't played against any of the Bring to Light decks. Scarab God's good against Rakdos. And I had a consideration for playing something like Thoughtseize over Thought Erasure. I actually do think Thought Erasure is just better because we're never playing Thoughtseize on turn 1 anyways, because usually we're playing a tap land turn 1, and we don't ever need to Thoughtseize anyone turn 1. So usually we're playing this card on turn 2 regardless. And the fact you can pick it up with Niv and the fact that it surveils are all so relevant. So I think it's actually just much better than Thoughtseize in this deck. And Veto I think might be better as Mystical Dispute, but I'm not sold on that, and I haven't really used Veto enough to know yet. Like, we haven't played against blue-white, we haven't played against other 5-color piles, we just haven't played against decks where Veto has really even come in. I'm not seeing a lot of other control, so this could be a spot for Niv to kind of parse its way back into the meta. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and check out these other Magic the Gathering videos that you'd probably like as well. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you in the next one.